The presentation isn't over when you show your final slide. It is over when you survive the Q&A. If you cannot defend your work under pressure, weeks of analytical effort can crumble in a few seconds of painful silence. We are going to use AI as your ultimate adversary to make your next presentation bulletproof. Today on Art+Science. Hey there, I'm Kevin Hartman, Associate Professor at the University of Notre Dame and founder of the Art+Science Analytics Institute, where our mission is to make you a better data analyst. Welcome back to the finale of the Data Analyst LLM Masterclass. Over the last 5 videos, we have navigated the entire analytical journey. We have used the command framework to direct our intent, built surgical cleaning pipelines, sparred with our biases, coded robust models, and framed our story through a cinematic lens. Now, we perform the final move. In this video, we are moving from analysis to defense. I will show you how to use an LLM to build a murder board to stress test your logic, map the psychology of your stakeholders, and simulate a high-stakes interrogation so you can walk into any boardroom with total confidence. In the world of high-stakes politics, preparation for a major debate involves something called a murder board. This is a committee of advisors who relentlessly attack a candidate's positions to find every weakness in private so they cannot be broken in public. As an analyst, you need a murder board. The problem is that your colleagues are often far too busy or far too polite to tear your work apart with the necessary ferocity. But an LLM has no problem doing that and infinite patience. It possesses an encyclopedic knowledge of business contexts and statistical fallacies. We're going to command the AI to abandon its helpful persona and adopt an adversarial stance. Its sole purpose is to hunt for flaws, question your assumptions, and simulate your toughest critics. Building a bulletproof defense requires a 3-pronged attack on your own work. First, we conduct a logic audit. This is where the AI acts as a hostile peer reviewer. It hunts for structural integrity in your code and shaky statistical assumptions in your model. Second, we build the empathy engine. Data doesn't make decisions, people do. We use the LLM to psychologically map the room, identify the specific fears and motivations of your CFO, CMO, or product lead, whoever is going to be in the room with you. Finally, we enter the fight with your Q&A simulator. This is where you practice delivering concise, data-backed answers under pressure. Because these adversarial prompts are highly specific, I have added the full templates to a Notion site, which, like the other Notion sites that we've used in this series, you can find linked in the description of this video below. Do not guess what your stakeholders care about. You need to model it. A CFO will likely focus on ROI and OpEx, while a CMO might be obsessed with attribution or growth. To prepare, use a prompt that assigns the AI the role of an expert corporate strategist. You define the project topic and your recommendation. Then, specify the job title of your toughest stakeholder and your current primary fear. You then command the AI to list the 3 hardest, most skeptical questions that person will ask. We set a strict constraint here. The question cannot be generic. They must target specific strategic weaknesses and the underlying business anxiety driving that stakeholder. This allows you to prepare for that person, not just the data. Humans are naturally bad at anticipating failure because of optimism bias. We fall in love with our own insights and ignore the inconvenient outliers. To fix this, we perform what I'll call a pre-mortem. We command the LLM to adopt the persona of a cynical analyst conducting a post-mortem review. The instruction is simple. Imagine it is 6 months in the future and your recommendation has failed spectacularly. You then force the AI to list 5 plausible reasons for that failure, focusing on overlooked flaws in your logic or incorrect market assumptions. By assuming the failure has already happened, you overcome your own biases and identify the load-bearing walls of your analysis that need reinforcement. Knowing the objection is the science of preparation. Delivering the answer that ends the debate, That's the art of the presentation. In this phase, we turn the AI into the skeptical stakeholder we profiled earlier. You command the AI to fire one of those killer questions at you. You provide your answer, and the AI critiques it. We set an immovable, mandatory rule for this SPAR. If your answer is too long, too vague, or lacks data support, the AI must push back aggressively and demand a better response. The LLM will not accept your answer until it is concise, under 30 seconds, and irrefutable. By preparing in this way, you will turn a high-stakes Q&A into a smooth demonstration of command and poise. This concludes our 6-part masterclass. We began this series with a simple goal: to move you from asking the LLM to directing the LLM. And we hope with all the great prompts that we've provided you with the Notion links that you have the resources now to become an expert user of that LLM and make yourself a much better analyst. You have learned that an LLM is not a magic box. It's a sophisticated execution tool that requires a skilled director. By mastering the command framework and these analytical personas, you have fundamentally changed your professional value. You are no longer just an analyst who crunches numbers. You are an architect of intelligence who can clean, spar, code, frame, and defend your work with world-class rigor. You can now use that LLM to clean your data set, verify your insights, and finally, make your presentation bulletproof. Thank you so much for joining me for this series. If this masterclass helped you, please subscribe to this channel and share it with your colleagues. The mission of the Art+Science Analytics Institute is to build better analysts, and your growth is the reason we do all this. Be sure to check the links in the description for the full Notion playbooks for every episode in the series, and sign up for our newsletter to stay ahead of the curve as the world of analytics continues to evolve. Thanks again for watching, and keep analyzing.